character development and why it's important. Have you ever watched TV, been watching a movie, a show, and then all of a sudden, someone for some reason they seem like they just don't fit? Like, it's kind of like a carrot and a bowl of Skittles. It just sits out for the wrong reasons. Like sometimes it might be just the way that the person is playing the character. So let's get into how we build our characters so that they fit within the story and the scene. So let's say we receive the script. I get Winston Wise. I get the Wise script, and I am suddenly now Winston Wise. Well, we have a small description of him. He's very, very outgoing. He's sort of like the leaders for the Mitons and such. He's also intelligent and very, very caring. So we have kind of a template for Winston. Now, how do I color that? And I can go research certain people or certain characteristics that fall under this little guide that I've been given. I can go online and research it out, go talk to people, or I can pull it from my own memory and from my own emotions. Let's say the scene where Winston is on the bridge meeting the homeless family, where he first sees Telly and brings her back to the lab. Well, if you look at the script and you read the script, initially he has no idea why he's there, and he also so he has no idea why he's there. But then as the scene goes on, he learns that Telly is unconscious and she was being chased by some bad guys. And then we find out that he was reluctant to help her. Not that he didn't want to, but he was reluctant. So how do we portray that? Well, let's start with the confusion. Let's say your parents tell you, "Hey, get dressed. We're going out. Get dressed. Put on a button-up shirt and some dress pants with some shoes. We're going out." Well, you're a bit confused because you want to know where you would like to know where you were going. You would like to know why, and possibly you would even like to know who's going to be there. So think of how you would ask that. Like, "Hey, where are we going? Why are we going there?" I would find a way that is comfortable for me, but it's still the same emotion. So let's move on to the Winston's confusion. Or not confusion, sorry, we just did confusion, sorry. Let's move on to him finding out new information. Very, very substantial information, finding out about Telly. Well, what would you do in that position? Have you ever been told or stumbled across someone or a group of people that needed your help, but the situation just looked a bit too much for you? Like for me, one time a friend asked me to help them move. Of course, I would love to help my friend move. I love helping people out. The thing about this particular time was that it was just the two of us when we showed up to his house to begin the moving process. It was just the two of us, and I was a bit reluctant to get it started or to start by ourselves because it seemed like a very, very, very hard task to do and to pull off. I wasn't sure if we were able to do it. It's the same with Winston. So I would use that memory of me not being fully sure or fully confident in the fact that we would be able to complete the task. I would take my memory and my emotions from that memory and I would add it to Winston on the bridge. We have so many moments in our lives that can help us on stage. There's many ways to build your character out, but as you move forward on within even just this script, or just if you decide to move forward within acting in your life, just remember that building your character will help your performance. All right?